Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is 3 Buck Theater, and oh my god, we are once again talking about Kathleen Kennedy and Star Wars and whether or not she is leaving Lucasfilm early, whether or not she's going to be seeking early retirement before her September 2021 contract expires. This is the world we're living in, and it comes to us today from boundingintocomics.com. where they say, rumor, Kathleen Kennedy headed towards early retirement from Star Wars after Kenobi delays. And this has been making its way around today. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been looking into it, taking it at absolute face value. But I have questions. I have concerns. But also I have what could potentially be seen as a little bit of confirmation from my own side of things, however weird that might be. So why don't we take a look here to dive into what's going on. So they report, John F. Trent reports, that a new rumor details that Kathleen Kennedy will be heading towards early retirement following the delay of the Disney Plus Kenobi series coming from Midnight's Edge. Now, Midnight's Edge did put this in a video, and this is the video that they put out on the 1st of February. This one has garnered quite a few views so far, but this is what Midnight's Edge has to say from the person that they talked to.
Midnight's Edge has learned through independent sources new details surrounding the future of Obi-Wan Kenobi and that of Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. As always, we must remind you that the following information cannot be independently verified and must be treated as rumor. Therefore, it must be taken with a grain of salt. The source states, the talk around Pinewood Studios is that Kathleen Kennedy is headed out the door for early retirement. A text message received confirmed Obi-Wan Kenobi's directors were told they can expect to be dealing with someone new in the near future, possibly within a matter of months. The crew and contractors were officially released, meaning the project is canceled. An official email released all personnel who will expectedly be working on other projects by the next day. Though we cannot vouch for the veracity of the source, given the turmoil surrounding Star Wars as of late, it would come as no surprise if Kathleen Kennedy were to accept an early retirement. Kennedy most likely cannot be dismissed outright, given that she has a contract and Disney would more than likely be in breach. Given her track record of firing more directors than having hired, the behind-the-scenes drama on Star Wars films, the lackluster merchandise sales, 2 theme parks that initially underperformed, and the events leading up to the delay of Obi-Wan Kenobi, it would not be out of the realm of possibility that Kennedy may have this time worn out her welcome at Disney.
Okay, so you heard Rob there say that it came in through an anonymous source. They can't verify the veracity of the source, but they've heard that Kennedy is going to in fact be stepping down, that she's going to make her way into early retirement as a result of everything that's gone on with Kenobi having fallen through, having been delayed, never mind The Mandalorian, which is already out, already popular. The Baby Yoda Funko apparently is the most popular and highest selling Funko and it hasn't even come out yet. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot there to kind of call into question. And of course, they have their sources and I have my sources, and we all have our own sources, so to speak. But anyway, the article here does go on to say that Midnight's Edge did add, we already saw that. I want to get back to this. It says here, this isn't the first rumor concerning Lucasfilm's tenure, or Kennedy's tenure at Lucasfilm. All right, jumping back over to the article here, it says, this isn't the first rumor concerning Kennedy's tenure at Lucasfilm. A previous rumor from back in October indicated that Kennedy would be departing Lucasfilm following a 5th Indiana Jones film, which is set to premiere July of 2021, and that is going to be right before her contract expires. So that would be right at the end of her 3-year contract, literally 2 months away from when it expires. And this information comes from Jason Ward. And now Jason is known for making StarWars.net. He's been very good with his information surrounding Star Wars and the leaks that he put out there. He was pretty on point when it came to The Rise of Skywalker. The big problem, though, is that he hasn't been posting about this publicly, and no one's been talking about it from him as a direct source outside of maybe Den of Nerds, who says that he told them about Kenobi, about the problems going on with Kenobi, but he himself hasn't made any public statements, which I find it to be kind of interesting considering that this is kind of his job, right? So you figure he'd want to do that. But anyway, coming over here to Star Wars leaks from 4 months ago, back in October, actually. This is coming in from Jason's podcast, episode 284, where a patron user here by the name of Sidan Ethano put together the notes of what the hell's going on. So it says here, This the second note in that Kathleen Kennedy will be stepping down as Lucasfilm president after Indiana Jones 5, but will still produce the movies. Feige will run Lucasfilm, but will have separate divisions run by different people. And the thing is, a lot of us have been saying that anyway. A lot of us have been absolutely saying that for quite some time, but we've been saying that she's probably going to step down and it's going to be Feige, and it just seems to make the most amount of sense. But what's interesting, though, is this news is spreading around Twitter today, and this person here seems to have the highest amount of retweets for a rebuttal, and that's coming in from Amir Kaya, who just says, "This is false." We see 20 retweets, 104 likes. This was retweeted by Jeremy Conrad, who runs MCU Direct and DCEU Mythic, and is a scoopster or an information guy in his own right. And again, they're saying this is false. But Amir here, he just works for, the geekworldwide.com, which is not necessarily that big of a site. So, his entire point fighting back against this is just that they had no sources, but their sources come from other sources, which come from other sources. So let's talk about an actual source. Let's talk about an actual source that put their name to this information and did this a long time ago. And that, of course, is Mikey Sutton, who dropped this on his personal page. I don't know how you can see it, but it says June 11th, 2018. June 11th, 2018, a full 14 months before the news broke that Kevin Feige would be producing a Star Wars movie and all the speculation began. 14 months before all that, he posted this on his personal Facebook. Biggest bomb ever. June 11th, 2018. I am shell-shocked. The deeper you get, the deeper the pain. I've been whispered to by numerous sources that if the next Star Wars film fails to meet Disney projections, Kevin Feige will take over as head of Lucasfilm while still remaining president of Marvel Studios. Though Kathleen Kennedy has successfully revived the reputation of Star Wars after the critical and online bashing of the prequels, she's had problems managing her directors. She was lucky that Rogue One was saved, but Solo was a behind-the-scenes fiasco, which we know that to be absolutely true. Sister, Disney feels that the source of the film, or feels that the original filmmakers on Solo would have never been able to get onto the set with Feige to begin with. Disney wants Star Wars to expand its universe like the MCU, and they feel that Kennedy doesn't have the kind of vision that Feige, a massive Star Wars fan, has. Disney wants to attract young people to Star Wars without alienating older fans. However, The Last Jedi really may have bruised the franchise's aging core in its effort to attract kids. They believe that Feige knows how to balance the two, as Black Panther and Infinity War won over young and old, and they both came out within a couple months of each other, so that's true. It says they don't like polarizing. If Feige takes over, expect only one Star Wars movie a year, so it won't be saturated. There'll be special events. And again, that is something that's been going around. That is something that has been talked about for quite some time, that these little elements are going to be happening. Now, the reason why I bring up Mikey Sutton is, for one, just as full disclosure, Mikey's a friend of mine, and we were talking about this today, and so he slipped me this information. And it just, people like to kind of bash on Mikey a little bit, say that he doesn't have any cred or doesn't know anything, but I mean, this is from his personal Facebook for June 11th, 2018. This is not something that is just randomly made. So take it for however you want to take it. I don't know if Kathleen Kennedy is going to seek an early retirement. I don't know if Kathleen Kennedy is going to stick through Indiana Jones and then exit, which would be 2 months before her contract expired anyway, which just seems to make the most amount of sense if you really think about it. I reached out to Jason Ward for an update on the story before recording. He has not gotten back to me yet, so I can't give you guys that info. But of course, if he does, I will find a way to slip it in. That being said, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. Do you think that this is going to be something big, something crazy, something real, something fake? Who's telling the truth? Who's lying? And has nerd news gotten to the point now where it's literally everyone is just trying to clickbait each other and no one actually knows what the hell is going on? I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, smash that like, and peace out, guys. See ya. Hey, thank you very much for watching the video. If you want to keep the conversation going, and if you made it this far, you clearly do, come on in and join the Discord. Link is in the video description. Can't wait to see you there. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.